All right, Spill here. uh, Here's my reaction to Game 4 of this series. And I'm going to put a date out. I'm going to talk about the game, but all I could think about was May 13th, 2013. If you're a Leaf fan, you know that date. That date is a date where the Leafs had a 4-1 lead with 10 minutes to play. Well, 13 minutes to play, but the first goal goes in with about 10:40 left in the third. There's some kind of poetic justice to what just happened in this game. If I recall correctly on that game, as I was watching it, the Leafs were the better team up until the 10-minute mark of the third period. They had a 4-1 lead. They were playing fantastic. I remember Kessel got a goal, Kadri got a goal, made it 4-1, and then it changed. If there's some kind of demons being erased here. Now, keep in mind, the Leafs had a 3-1 lead on the Montreal Canadiens a couple of years back and blew it. But this one was different. Tonight's Game 4 was different. Today's Game 3, let's go through the beginning. Again, I thought the Leafs' first 5-8 minutes was okay. It looked like they were going to play for a 1-0 game. There wasn't a lot of great forechecking both ways. I thought even the Leafs defense were handling the puck a little bit better. Although there were some times when they couldn't make a pass to save their life. And then they get the power play, and you're like, okay, here we go. And then you get a penalty shot. Like a penalty shot. A freaking penalty shot. Like, everyone's talking about this game. No one's talking about the penalty shot that Samsonov made. That goes in. It's 1-0. That's trouble. The Leafs power play. So the first period, I think once they got that power play, it changed. They weren't that good. It was all the dipsy doodling at the blue line, not making a pass, setting up Riley for failure. It was just a lot of nonsense on that power play. And that, I thought, changed the momentum, not for a good way. You give up a friggin' penalty shot during your power play, and then you don't get many chances, and it's not going very good. And of course, it really doesn't go good as Tampa takes the lead. I think it was Cirelli who scored the goal. I should probably know that, right? But I think it was Cirelli who got the goal. Let's see. I think it was Cirelli. Anyways, I'm loading it up. Of course, it's going at no speed right now, but hey, what are you going to do? So, okay, it's 1-0. And then at that point, the Leafs couldn't make it. Was back to Game 5. They couldn't make a 5-foot pass to save their life from their own end. They got hemmed in their own end again. And you're like, what is going on? Like, how is this possible? How? How in the world are we in a spot here where our defense, just like the last game, can't make a simple pass? Oh, sorry, it wasn't. It was Killorn. Sorry, on the power play. Killorn scored the goal. My apologies. Killorn scored the first power play goal. And again, it was a horrible penalty by Nylander. And then, I think, at this point, it's getting bad. They couldn't do nothing. And you just knew the second goal was coming. It was on its way. And sure enough, you got a 2-0. So you're going in the first period. You just got your doors blown off in the last 15 minutes of that period. I'm thinking, God. And I saw all the things about, the Leafs are, not trying, not working. I just thought to myself, you have to. I can show you my text on text. Put Marner with Tavares. Please. For the love of Pete. Put Nylander with Matthews, please. Because Nylander Tavares and Kerfoot were a disaster. Braden Point went out on every single shift when those guys went on the ice, and it was a disaster. And again, they gave up another 5-on-5 goal. Can I let everyone in on a little secret? You've got a lot of history here. Marner plays better with Tavares. I know Marner and Matthews probably want to play together, and they go and the coach, these guys can I play together? Stop the nonsense. Nylander with Matthews makes Nylander better. Marner with Tavares makes Tavares. He's not going to be good, but he's better with him. Nylander with Tavares is no good. It's really no good. I also like that they moved Nyes up. Nyes was the best player in the first two periods for the Leafs, which probably says a message of why they were down 4-1. But anyways, second period starts. Again, tough start to the period, but then the Leafs started coming on. And they get the goal from Noel Acciari, nice tip. And you're going 2-1. Okay. Keep this train rolling. And then what I thought were a couple, I wouldn't say they were the best goals that went in on Samsonov, especially the fourth one. But again, the Leafs were playing better, so okay, they give up the third one. It goes off Stamkos' foot. It's a fluke goal. It's a shot at the net, and the Leafs know this. A shot at the net, it goes off Stamkos' foot. I got a real good kick out of Stamkos, like yipping and yapping, like it's what a goal, Stamkos. You did nothing. You just stood in front of the net, and Victor Hedman hit you with a puck. That's how the puck went in the net. You really didn't do anything talented there, bud. But sure, get excited about it. I guess you're excited to make a 3-1. I shouldn't be chirping them that much, but like you didn't do anything. It's not like it was a pretty goal. It hit you and went in the net, and you didn't even see the shot. Just hit your foot. And the fourth one goal, just the Leafs got caught on the ice too long. Again, Tavares again. Man, I cannot handle watching this guy. They go for the line change. Of course, now Matthews takes the minus, thanks. Marner stays on and does the right thing, but he doesn't. He took the wrong pass. The pass to the boards ain't going to hurt you when you're doing a line change. The pass going up the middle is the one that's going to hurt you. And he took away the pass to the boards, and the pass up to Killorn was there. He buries it. Again, I thought Samsonov was out of position on the shots, 4-1. And I'm sitting there going, oh my goodness. Well, that was a good game, I guess. Here we go, 2-2. I'm supposed to try to find some positive in this. I don't know. At least did play a better second period. And then I'll take you back to May 13th. 2013. Yeah, there was so many 13s in there. Sundin, 13. I never liked Sundin. The 13th on the 2013th year, there was a lot of bad things and bad mojo on that day. And of course, that just lives in infamy. It was 4-1. Okay, trust me. At no point was I thinking May 13, 2013 when it was 4-1 and we had to kill a penalty because McCabe took a hit after the puck was shot after the whistle, which, by the way, if you saw in Game 1 when Mark Giordano did it, just rewind that one back and see what Tampa Bay did and see if they got a penalty. I'll just be curious if they got a penalty. When the guy shoots the puck after the whistle, McCabe hits him. What's different in that play? I don't know what the difference is. Well, I do know what the difference is. McCabe got a penalty and Tampa Bay didn't get it when Giordano did it. Okay. Anyways, I will give the refs a little credit. They did call Sergachev and Hedman for, after the whistle shenanigans, finally catching up to them. But here's what happened. When the Leafs get a rush, great play by Brody. You got Nylander, Marner, and Matthews on at the same time. I don't know how that happens, but Matthews snipes one, 4-2, and instantly when that goal went in, I thought Nathan Horton. Now, May 13, 2013 just entered my brain. I thought Nathan Horton. At the time, it was seen as, okay, Boston got a 4-2 goal. But when the Leafs got that 4-2 goal, the momentum switched. You could see Tampa was on their heels. The Leafs were driving. They get a penalty. And I love Bogosian yipping and yapping about that, Bud. Remember Brian McCabe with his can opener, and he used to complain that, how's that a penalty, a can opener? I don't know. You put your stick between the guy's legs and push him, he's going to trip. Bogosian puts a stick right in between Kerfoot's legs. What did you expect? That's a penalty. And then Matthews with just a great tip. It was, by the way, let's talk about what Nylander did. Nylander in the first period with Kerfoot and Tavares was awful. Marner, I thought, had a really bad game. Yes, you heard this. I thought Marner was not very good at all tonight. His passing was his dipsy doodles on the power play. He couldn't make a pass. There was one shift where he couldn't make he tried 3 times in his own zone, couldn't make the pass. He puts a horrible pass on to Nylander, and somehow Nylander recovers, pushes it back, I think, to Riley back to him. Nice shot for the tip. The shot was for the tip, and Matthews picks it out of the air, and it's 4-3. And I'm thinking, I remember a goal that, I think it was Chara scored, tipped it in front of the net, or he didn't score, but he was in front of the net with a big screen to make it 4-3. Okay, 4-3. He got 6 minutes left. And then it really changed when Riley gets the seeing eye single right in the Vasilevsky out of position. Tavares and Riley, Tavares does go to the net. For everything he does, it takes him a while to get there, but he does go to the net. Riley going to the net. You had a friggin' screen right up the middle. You had Riley and Tavares right in the line of sight. And Riley picks the corner. And I went, oh my God. 4-4. It went from 4-1 to 4-4 in a blink, just like it did on May 13, 2013. Now, that was a little bit tougher because the last 2 goals were scored in the last 3 minutes. And there was 3.5 minutes left once Riley scored. But you came back. And then Samsonov made some beauty saves. And I remember the Leafs pushing back in that for overtime until Jake Gardiner got the primary assist on Patrice Bergeron's goal. And then we decided at that point to go get Jonathan Bernier because we put the blame on Reimer, unfortunately, when we should have put the blame on the guy who got the primary assist, because then he killed us for 2 more series against Boston. I think Jake Gardiner's plus-minus in Game 7s against Boston was like -4 per game. Anyways, enough. I shouldn't be talking about 2013. It is now 2023, 10 years later. And the Leafs go to overtime, and they were the better team in overtime. I don't recall during one shift during that overtime where I was like, ooh, it's getting a little bit messy. Where last game, it was constant. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. I didn't see those craps. Nylander off a draw. Draws the penalty. That is a penalty. I don't care what no Tampa Bay says. By the way, Tampa Bay, you got a penalty shot, okay? So, let's go. And by the way, was a penalty. I don't know if it was a penalty shot. I think, don't you have to trip the guy on the other side of the blue line to make a penalty shot? Whatever. They called it a penalty shot. Samsonov made the save. Great draw, the penalty. The power play starts. They got one opportunity, and it wasn't even that good. I think it was a Matthews shot. Okay. Second power play's on. I'm thinking to myself, oh, goodness. Okay, well, we still got Nylander on the ice. And Nylander does the work. He passes it across to Mark Giordano, who he lets go of a shot, but looked like he didn't get a lot on it because he wasn't bodied, or his position on the body was not great. And Kerfoot, of all people, Kerfoot, the guy who cross-checked a guy in the face last year in Game 6, which cost them a goal, or go down 5-on-3 to go into overtime when they had a lead. Kerfoot gets the goal. It's like some kind of cosmic poetic justice. As a Leaf fan, how many times have the Leafs been in the lead and just blown it? Like last year, Game 6, in the lead and blew it. 5-on-3, blew it. They finally got it. They have played 2 games in Tampa Bay. They have played 7 periods in Tampa Bay. And they've been the better team in 1.5 periods of those 7 periods. And they win both games. Vasilevsky has fallen asleep, and I can't tell you how happy I am about that. That magical word, hope. Hope. I was hoping Vasilevsky wouldn't be on his game. He has struggled. The majority of the Leafs goals are from the blue line with tips or traffic. Matthews' goal tonight on the rush, that's a beauty snipe. But let's take a look at the other goals. First goal, Chari, tip. Third goal, Matthews, chip. Tip. Morgan Rielly, wrister from the blue line. Winning goal, tip. The Leafs have finally figured out how you score goals in the playoffs. You tip it in. Let's look at Tampa Bay's goals. Tap in for Killorn. Then they had a tip. And then they had a off my foot. And then they had a shot that shouldn't have been stopped. That's how goals go in the playoffs. They don't have to be pretty. Just go in. The Leafs are up 3-1. Now here's the crazy thing. Game 5 at home. I believe I'm going to be at the game. I'm going to be at the game where this 18 years of 19 years of nonsense may end. It may end. There's still something in my brain that's saying it's not going to end. There's still something up there that's saying, Bill, you know what's going to happen? May 13th, 2013, 3-1 lead against the Montreal Canadiens, a horrible team, with a good goalie. But then I go, they just came back from 4-1. That feels like some poetic mantra of the world is turning, and they're going to let the Leafs fans at least enjoy one moment in the next 19. Give us one moment in 19 years. And the fact that I'm going to be in the building to witness this. Oh, I'm excited. It might not look like it. See the Leafs do the first video, no hope. They're probably going to lose in 7 is probably what I said. And there's no hope. Now they got me on hope. But will they do it to me again? I hope not. There's going to be a couple days off before that. Thursday, Game 5. Get it done. Get it done. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Cheers.